Christmas is going to look very different this year, but the story is still the same. I'm going to show you how I made this nativity set. So here we are then. This is your do-it-yourself nativity stable making kit. You should have 3 sheets of card. One with angels and sheep and a star, the other one with camel and donkey and another king there and other characters, and then a big one with a stable. All your nativity characters are on these sheets and you need to cut them out. Now, there's a couple of ways you could do this. Most of the ones I've cut out, I've done like this. I've not gone right close to the edge, I've just done kind of round the edge and left a bit of space around the character. Notice though how I've cut these 2 little slits that have been marked. I'll show you what those are for in a minute. The other way you could do it would be to cut them out really close to the line so there isn't any cardboard around the edge. Now I've chosen to do that with the star and with the angel, and I think I'll do it with baby Jesus as well, because those aren't ones that are going to be standing up. So that's your first job then. You've got some cutting out to do. You'll see with the stable that you've got 2 dotted lines. I want you to fold down each of those. And when you've folded them, you'll see that you can stand your stable up. As you can see, I've already been busy colouring in my nativity characters with felt tip pens. I was going to colour in my stable too, but I thought I might add a bit of collage. This doesn't have to be difficult. These are just some adverts from the paper, but they've got brown and yellow in them. And as well, I've got a glue stick. This is a really good way to recycle bits of old paper, adverts and junk mail. I think these yellowy brown bits of paper look pretty good as a kind of stable floor effect. And if you remember, it was not posh where Jesus was born, and some scruffy bits of paper to make up the stable floor looked like a good idea to me. This advert's got some nice black solid areas on it, and I've cut some strips up and I'm going to make the stable with that. So far so good. Now I need to find something with some green for my palm trees. Wow, this magazine was a lucky find. I'm going to cut some of this up. So I've cut 2 half circles out of that green bit, but then look, I've gone round with my scissors and I've made it look all a bit like a palm tree by cutting lots and lots of slits. You can see it a bit better on the back actually how I've done it. I've just gone round and cut it like a fan. Stick them on. Yeah, I'm liking this. It gives my stable a bit of a 3D look. Now then, what shall I do next? I decided in the end that I'd colour in the sky with a wax crayon on its side, because you can cover so much more ground so much more quickly that way than doing with felt tip pens. If you've got the patience to do it with felt tip pens, go ahead. Now then, this is why I decided I was going to cut my star and my angel out by going right up to the lines, because I'm going to stick them on and have them above the stable like that. And I'm going to stick them on with my sticky pads, which are these funny little things. All you have to do is just take the backing off and use them to stick the star and the angel where you want. I'm going to have the star at the top and the angel at the side. So the stable is all ready for my characters. Now then, you might have been wondering what these little bits of card are for, but they're to help your characters stand up. So So you're going to put the slits together and join them up like that, and then do the same at the other side. So you've got a loop of card around the back, and then that will help your characters to stand up. Of course, then I have to put baby Jesus in Mary's arms. Good job, I've got some more sticky pads. So there you have some ideas to help you make your own nativity, but you can make yours whichever way you want. Collage is good, colouring is good. Just make sure that you cut out your figures neatly if you want them to look like this, or feel free just to cut around the edges and leave a bit of space if you want them to look like that. Loops of cardboard just go around the back to help them stand up. There you go, Mary. And we're almost set. I haven't finished all my colouring in yet, so I better get cracking. It would be lovely to see what your nativity scenes look like if you want to post a picture on Facebook or share them with people. But however you make it, just enjoy putting together the nativity scene and remembering that Jesus was born, and we celebrate this at Christmas. And here we have the finished article. We've got Mary and Joseph with baby Jesus in the stable, and above the stable we've got the star shining, and there's an angel in the sky. We've got a shepherd with a very fluffy sheep. In the background there, you've got a little donkey lurking. And next to the donkey, you've got a camel who must have come with 3 wise men with their gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Now, this is only a very little stable. But it's a great big story, a story which is 2,000 years old. A story about how a great big God reached out to his people in a tiny little baby. It's been a really strange year, and Christmas is going to look very different for a lot of people this year. But remember, Christmas may look different, but the story is still exactly the same. That God loved the world so much that he gave his only Son. That he came in the person of Jesus to dwell among us in all our mess, in all our difficulties and uncertainties. Mary and Joseph were just poor people who loved God, and God honoured them. The shepherds were a bit scruffy and smelt of sheep, but God loved them. The wise men were rich foreigners who didn't belong there, but God brought them. And the star shone, and the angels sang. Good news for all people. Good news because a baby has been born. A son has been given for us. His name is Jesus.